My name is Cameron Galindo, as you all know. This is for my special occasions speech for my class. And so before I start, for my instructor, if you guys can kind of go around and just say who you are and your relation to me, just so he can know. So we can start.
Sally Rivera, I'm working with you. You're my coworker.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Lieutenant J.G. Marion. I'm a division officer, supervisor.
Octave Diamiana, co-worker, supply, man's got my back.
Don Castro, friends with Cameron since 2013, and co-worker for about 2 years now.
Darrell Bennett, I'm his personal cameraman, and Cameron's my 17th best friend.
Yeah, thanks.
Jordan, and I am his coworker.
I'm Jess. I'm just his wife.
What do you mean,
Just
Jess?
his wife.
The most important one in the room.
I know, right? All right, thank you all. All right, so a few weeks ago, one of my friends, she called me about one of our other good friends saying that he was in the hospital. And she explained that he had severe pancreatitis, and that he had the doctors gave him about 5% chance of surviving. And, and it just reminded me of his importance of his friendship. And I've known him for about 14 years now. And so luckily he made it through, and he's still recovering to this day. So I just want to do this little thank you kind of speech. So that's kind of the purpose of this speech here. So let me kind of start from the beginning, more or less. Back in 2007, when I was a senior in high school, way back when, I was taking art classes. I was really interested in art all my life, and mostly drawing and painting. But when I was a junior, I was thinking maybe I should try something else. So I tried ceramics, and I just instantly loved it. And I would come in early. I would have extra time to go in that class. I became my teacher's TA. I stayed late, sometimes later than the janitors. I read all her books that she had, and she noticed that I really loved it, and my skills increased a lot. And so she suggested that I go see a local potter that was in the area that she knew, and he was a master potter. At the time, he had been doing it for over 30 years. And so I went to go meet Dwight Crossley, my friend, and he worked with Karen Dunleavy. She was the owner of the shop, and they did classic English wear, because she actually is English-Irish. So we did cups and bowls and that kind of thing. And I actually met Dwight there when he was actually making pottery right there. And it was just so graceful and fast and amazing. And he just seemed very nice and willing to work with me. So I started to work with him immediately for the next about 4 years. And so obviously I learned a lot from pottery from him. I became an apprentice essentially. And so I learned a lot from not only my skills for pottery, but actually a lot in life. So I can honestly say that in a lot of different ways, he's changed my life. So I kind of talk about all those things that he's influenced in my life. Obviously, like I was saying, he obviously helped me in the pottery studio with my skills and all that, which actually helped a lot because at the time I was going to college to be an art teacher, and so my skills went through the roof in such a short amount of time because we would make literally hundreds of pots, and it helped a lot. And so that helped a lot with my schooling, and it was just so fun for the something to make. I don't know how to explain it, but eventually I wanted to do something else. I wanted to work out and get better shape. And actually, Dwight, not only does he have experience in ceramics, but he has experience in martial arts for about the same amount of time. And so he helped me learn kickboxing. That's where I learned it. I knew nothing about anything, even know how to work out, because I was just a skinny little art kid, never did any sports when I was in school at all. So it was a it was an uphill battle. And after I got through embarrassing myself and being awkward and stuff, he helped me a lot with going to the gym. We would go before and after work, sometimes 15, 20 hours a week. So my skill in kickboxing helped a lot too, which is life, because it helps you with dealing with patience and pain, you know. And at the time, I wanted to do something else in my life, because I wasn't thinking I wanted to be a teacher anymore. So I thought about joining the Navy, and surprisingly, I wanted to be something that was more physical and challenging, so I wanted to do Navy SEALs. So we spent 2 years, me and him, training for that. I didn't really know how to run or even swim, and he didn't know how to swim either, but he's such a good coach and teacher, and he took sports when he was in school. He had like an eye for form and technique, and so he helped me with all those things, and I again increased my skill exponentially enough that the Navy recruiters took me seriously for it. Although I did have a setback, I got injured, so changed my path a little bit, but that's another story. So he obviously helped me with in the gym, you know, getting confidence and getting better shape, helped me with the Navy, getting into the Navy, and then even today he is supportive with whatever I do in the Navy now. And that's the thing with Dwight is, even though he's much older than me, he's 30 years older than me, he never would look down at me or say, oh, you're just some young kid, you don't know what we're talking about. We'd always be kind of equal, and he was just like a true friend, you know, and he just supported me in anything I ever did. And even with like a crazy thing like doing Navy SEALs or doing a 100-mile race, he's like, yeah, you can do that. Let me break it down. This is what you can do. And he just helped me to learn that. And those are the main things he helped me with my life. But other main thing that he helped that I didn't really realize until later was another life-changing thing was I was staying in Idaho basically for him. And I don't say that like a bad thing, but when I was graduating from high school, I was thinking about going to either Oregon or Montana for school, and I could have left and just been a completely different life. And I almost did. But I had a gut feeling that I needed to stay. And I stayed, and I worked and did other little side jobs, and actually met my wife. That's where we met. And if I would have never met her, we would have never had our family now. And it's a great little family. And so I'm just forever, eternally grateful for Dwight. And he's kind of part of the family now. But his kind of Zen monk lifestyle and his life philosophies kind of translated to me. It's helped me a lot in my aspects of my life. And one thing I always, or recently I look at, is he told me a couple years ago, he told me this great thing. He was talking more about pottery in general, but I think it translates a lot to just life. So I'll just read it for you guys here. He said, there is something about a practice that creates a way of life, a way of thinking, and an order of things, all revolving around the next step. Like finding one's way down into a deep canyon. Each step is a choice of direction we take as we delve deeper into the minutia of what is our life and our work. Beyond a certain point, there are no signs and no one to tell us the way. The work becomes a matter of faith. And so, excuse me, I just want to say thank you, Dwight. Thank you, Dwight.